decent, but that was an opinion. Let's proceed.
Thank
For
you.
the record, Chairman, Ronald Muhenda, representing the people of Fort Portal Central Division. Our first engagement, and this engagement, to me clearly, the Commission has a leadership crisis. And you cannot move forward, you cannot do anything positive. No wonder we are having your co-mandate not attended to because of leadership. It is my thinking that, and the chairperson has already seen that she has a house that is divided, to work on the leadership question before we move forward. So I equally want to ask the chairperson that is she really interested in running this commission given her media exploits and the house she has or the commission she sees she's heading? Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Honorable. Yeah.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I think there is information we may require from the Commission in order to progress very well. Chair, I have scanned through the Constitution and the Act that establishes the Human Rights Commission. And Chair, when you look at the entire Act that establishes the Human Rights Commission, there are spaces on how their funds are appropriated, and instead the law gives extreme power to the Secretary on the management and determination of how the resources of the Commission are used. But Chair, when you go to the Constitution, Article 52, it requires the established Commission to have internal guidelines on how they operate. It is these guidelines, Chair, that would help us to find out whether the allocation of the resources of the Commission was fair and followed the Public Finance Management Act. It is these guidelines, Chair, that would help us validate and also apportion on who among the duty bearers would carry the specific observations of the Auditor General. So, Chair, in order for us to narrow down to the individuals we want to look at and avoid the chorus of blames, it may be important, Chair, that you demand, through you, we demand for internal guidelines that guide allocation of resources in the Commission. The commissioners are full-time as per the Act. Chair, we need to know what is the output of their full-time for which they are paid. And Chair, when we know whether there are internal checks and balances, we shall, alongside the documents they run with, now find out who in particular we need to look at in relation to the observations by the Auditor General. I so submit, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Mpindi. Then Shimosho, and I will turn this side.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, I had the issue of lack of fund in the Commission, and I rushed to see whether really there is that challenge of funds. But I want to draw your attention to a letter that was written on 2nd June 2026, in which they were requesting for updated procurement worker plan for the financial year 25-26. But Mr. Chairman, when you go to the worker plan, you realize that there is a lot of money that I can say was used, which could be used to conduct the tribunals. I will give you examples, Mr. Chairman. I am seeing here the 167 million which was used to procure a ticket of the chairperson to Australia. I am also having another column where 146 million was used to procure a ticket for the chairperson. There is here, Mr. Chairman, 117 million used to procure cleaning services. There is 280 million used to procure security services. I don't know which services are those. there is 90 million for printing, there is 189 million for office furniture, there is 280 for laptops, there is, you can imagine all these monies that are spent, and the commission is saying they don't have money to facilitate the commissioners just to go and conduct a regional tribunal. 3 commissioners, I don't know how much they get, but if they are going to conduct a regional tribunal and all these monies, Chair, I will invite you to read these, because of time, I am unable to read each and everything, but a lot of money is spent at will, and things that are necessary for the commission, they are not investing in them, and they come here and say there is no money. Mr. Chairman, I was one of those who fought for this commission to get money. In the last term, when we met the chairperson, and she was crying, money, 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 and then some of us were touched, and we pushed the parliament, and the money was increased, the supplementary was given, but now they are asking permission to update the worker plan, and by updating, they are putting things that they feel maybe they can implement and save something. So I want them to know that this committee cannot go with their argument that the commission has no money to conduct the tribunal. It is, I put it on them that they have failed their mandate.
Timosho.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.